Alright ladies, so if someone's stolen all my makeup, a bit dramatic I know, but let's say it happened. First of all, rude, but these are the lipstick that I would run to Repurchase first. These are the ones that never fail me, that I wear all the time and would panic buy if this ever happened. So I will try all these lipsticks on, and I will also show you what lip liners I use with them. Let's start from the lightest. This is a Charlotte Tilbury Icon Baby. It's from the Kissing collection. It's very creamy satin finish. This one, when you first buy it, you might be able to see almost like little glitter bits in it, but it's not really glitter. Maybe you do feel it at first when you put it on your lips, but then the feeling disappears. I think they must be like little spheres that burst, and it gives you the most beautiful shine. So I'm starting with the more nude lipsticks that I would use every day. I wear lip product on every day. Lipstick, lip balm, lip gloss, but I always wear something on my lips. This is a very grown-up nude, a neutral beige pink. It balances the warmth and coolness, I would say. It's not warm, it's not cool. It's very, very wearable. And of course, depending what lip liner you wear with it, you know, you can really change the look of the lipstick. All my nude lipsticks, I can basically wear with this one lip liner, and this is NYX Los Angeles. This color is quite hard to get in the UK. I have one website that I'm getting it from. It's like a cool brown pink. It just goes with so many things. But this lipstick would also look gorgeous with Charlotte Tilbury's Super Size Me. Depending what look you are after, you can change it with the lip liner. Because I always use this one, shall I use the Super Size Me? I always fill in my lips a bit with the lip liner, not just making like a thin line. This lipstick is so shiny, it just looks almost wet. So this is the Charlotte Tilbury Super Size Me lip liner with Icon Baby. Gorgeous, such a gorgeous nude. So neutral, I think anybody can wear this one. Next one, Charlotte Tilbury Red Carpet Pink. This is just gorgeous. This is a luminous blue base pink, so it's on a cooler side. I absolutely adore this one. It's also the Kissing formula, which gives that creamy satin finish with soft sheen. It never looks dry. It's beautiful. So I will do this one with the NYX Los Angeles. And you might think, Nisha, this doesn't go at all. So this is the Los Angeles. Again, I'm always filling my lips in a bit, especially here on the sides, not in the middle. So you can see how this one is cooler than the Icon Baby. Icon Baby is more neutral, beigey pink. This one is lovely cool pink. It's gorgeous. These lipsticks never make you look dead and, you know, pale and washed out. Even though they are quite light and nude, they still have that color and that brightens up your face. So this one I wear all the time. So this was NYX Los Angeles lip liner with Charlotte Tilbury's Red Carpet Pink. Next one is Charlotte Tilbury Dance Floor Princess. This one is from Hot Lips collection. It's more of a peachy pink, I would say. It's very smooth and hydrating with a gentle shine. It's again perfect for every day. So just to compare all of these nudes, this is the Icon Baby, which is more of a neutral pink. This is Red Carpet Pink, and this is Dance Floor Princess. Again, I can definitely wear it with the NYX lip liner, but I'm going to show you another lip liner that I like, which is, you see I've been using it a lot, Charlotte Tilbury Love Trap. So that's Love Trap, and that is the NYX. So they are quite similar. I would say Love Trap is a bit more pink than Los Angeles. So as you can see, this one is much more peachy, beautiful color, and also it is satin finish, but it's not as shiny. It's still very creamy, but not like the other two. So that's Dance Floor Princess with Love Trap. Next is Charlotte Tilbury In Love with Olivia, and this is from Hot Lips 2 collection. This one is much more peachy, similar in tone to Dance Floor Princess, but it's a bit brighter and definitely more peachy. So this is In Love with Olivia. I could wear it with Pillow Talk lip liner, which I put just above it. Can you see what a good match that is? So if I want this lipstick to look this color, I would probably use that. But I also love the Urban Decay 24/7 lip pencil in Liar, and I will use it with that because I want the line of my lips to look a bit darker. When I wear peachy lipsticks, I need a bit more definition around my lips, otherwise peachy lipsticks disappear a bit on me. But again, I could use the Los Angeles with it. So I'm showing you the choice of lip liners because I think the ones I'm showing you go with so many of these lipsticks, so you don't need them all obviously, but one of them will go. So this is In Love with Olivia. Can you see how much more peachy it is than the other ones that looked a bit more pink? So these were the nude lipsticks that I would repurchase straight away. Let's go on now to brighter ones. You know, for the last couple of years, I would say, I'm really into bright lipsticks. I think when we get older, our skin tone changes, and what suited us when we were younger, it doesn't suit us anymore. And I feel like bright lipsticks really brighten up our complexion, our face, and I just love them. And as you know, I have loads of bright lipstick that I love, but I chose 3 that I would repurchase first. So the first bright lipstick is Lisa Eldridge Wonder Wheel. This is from her Lucent collection, I think. What it means that, can you see, it's a bit transparent. It still has a lot of pigmentation, but it's not like a matte lipstick, even comfort matte or velvet matte. It has that translucency. So if you want to try a bright lipstick, but those matte ones scare you a bit because they give real punch when it comes to pigmentation, you might want to try her Lucent collection. So I often wear this one, even on its own, just dabbed on my lips, just to give it a bit of a fresh bite to my lip. If I want it to look a bit more polished, then I will use lip liner. And And I usually use this Kiko number 16 lip liner, which is orangey red, because this lipstick, it's very vibrant, balanced coral. It's got like it sits between coral and red. It's beautiful. It's not pink, it's not orange. It's bright without being harsh. It's gorgeous. So let me just dab it in the middle of my lip without lip liner first. Just so you can see, if I just do it like this, it's not that bright, but it gives you that lovely fresh look. So you don't need to be scared of that one. But now let me show you if I do it with the actual lip liner and really fill my lips in. Also, if you wanted to have the finish of that lipstick but maybe more saturated color, because you might not like the matte ones, you can fill in your lips with bright liner like this and then put this on top, because it's a very comfortable formula. So that's the Kiko lip liner. This lipstick feels like balm, but look at the saturation. It gives you plenty of color, but it has that slight translucency to it. That's why it doesn't look too overdone and too in your face. It's absolutely gorgeous. So that's the Kiko number 16. I don't know if these are easy to get. I will try to find them for you. And that's the Lisa Eldridge Wonder Wheel. The next one, you know how much I love this one. This is Charlotte Tilbury Electric Poppy. And this is from Hot Lips as well, so it won't be as balmy as the Kissing formula, but it's not matte. It's creamy and very comfortable. And you will see this is very similar to the Wonder Wheel, but it has more of a opacity and punch. This one is a really pinky coral. This is Sunshine in a lipstick. I love it so much. This is my summer lipstick. Again, I can use this lip liner. I could use the Charlotte Tilbury's Kiss and Tell, which is a bit more red. Let me show you the difference. So this is the Kiss and Tell and this is the Kiko 16. So if I want this lipstick to look a bit more red, I would go for Kiss and Tell. If I want it to look a bit more orange, I go for Kiko. So I'm going for Kiko. Oh, actually, I'm going to top it off with Kiss and Tell. So I make it that orangey red. It's so smooth and creamy. Look how beautiful that is. So yes, I use two lip liners, the Kiko and the Charlotte Tilbury Kiss and Tell, but either of those will do. So as you can see, this one has a bit more opacity and punch than the Lisa Eldridge's Wonder Wheel. Of course, Lisa does really nice velvet mattes that are very punchy, but like I said, these are the first one I would repurchase, and then the month after that I repurchase the others. So again, this is Charlotte Tilbury Electric Poppy with Kiko 16 or Charlotte Tilbury Kiss and Tell. And the last one, because my lips are feeling a bit sore now, is my latest purchase, Lisa Eldridge Velvet Ribbon. I have a few red lipstick, but this is something else. This is that beautiful classic blue base, true red with matte velvet finish. It is so pigmented. It is so beautiful. Honestly, if I only had one red lipstick, I would be pretty happy with this one. I bought it together with the same matching lip liner in velvet ribbon. So let's have a look at that one. With lipsticks like this, you might want to use lip brush. I have this old one from TG. So if you can't do your line properly, use the lip brush. It's the best way to do bright lipsticks. It's the easiest way to get precise application is with a lip brush. I will take the brush and do the edges. Look at this. Isn't that just the most beautiful red? So this was Lisa Eldridge Ribbon Lip Liner and Velvet Ribbon Lipstick. So these were the lipsticks that I would run out and buy first if I lost them. Let me know in comments what lipstick would you run out and get first. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching and stay fabulous. Bye.